Then we get your thoughts after that 2-1 victory against Haringey Borough today.
Firstly, happy birthday, mate.
Thank you very much.
It's a nice present for you. Well happy, as you can imagine. We make life difficult for ourselves, don't we, at half-time. The goal that we conceded was not great, but I felt we had to go for it second half. We threw caution to the wind a little bit and was fortunate. I thought we probably could have had a couple, rode our luck a little bit at times, but a good win and just pleased for everyone connected with the club.
Obviously in the first half, played quite well, created some good chances. Did you feel a little bit disappointed that we went in at 1-0 down at half-time? Do you think we maybe deserved a bit more from the first half?
I think they had some as well. I think it could have been 2, or I think we were hard done by to be 1-0 down, but we're playing without a striker at the moment, and that's always a worry, and we knew that before the game. Just trying to come up with different combinations to try and get that goal, and I thought second half we sort of tinkered about it a little bit, and the boys come good, and just a massive win really.
When that Ben Adams strike goes in to make it 1-0 just before half time, did it feel like it's going to be another one of them days?
Yeah, it did, but it's what we've said, we've spoken about all week. If we give up, what have we got? So I felt getting in at half time, not speaking about what hasn't gone right and what we haven't done, but what we could do to win the game. And it's a pretty easy half time team talk really, because as I said, it can't get any worse. We need to win today. We felt that we needed to win today to give ourselves a chance. And second I said we're just going to go for it, and I want to lay siege to their goal, and that might mean that we can see one at the other end. You know, obviously we've got to look after the ball in the final third and try and create chances. Unfortunately we did. Sort of half time was more about how we could put it right, opposed to sort of moaning about what has happened this season, and the boys reacted.
Obviously, considering we have been creating chances and we were doing well, can be seen as being a brave decision to make 2 changes at half time. Could you talk us through those, please?
Yeah, I felt we need a little bit of something else. We're in the championship rounds now, and I think sometimes you have to be brave, but that's not about me. I've made decisions this season, and I'm sure it won't come off. So it's nice to be on the back of one of them, but I don't know. You don't know how it would have gone. We might have won the game 3-1 with those, but I just felt we need a little bit of something else. I thought that just sometimes you get a feel for it, and I thought that we needed to go for it, and I thought probably the braver one was to take Oscar off and really go for it with 30 minutes to go. Yeah. I just thought that, and we felt from the side that we needed to let the boys know, listen, this is all out attack. And obviously then when you scored a second, you're like, just sit in and try and do it, or do you just go for the third? And I think we went for the third really, and it's paid off for us today.
Talking about that second goal, I think that there will be some controversy and there will be a few comments on it. Obviously, for those listening that have not got to see it, TQ Addy made a run after the ball. I think it was pretty clear he was in an offside position. It was down to the linesman as to whether he was actively involved in the play. Obviously, eventually it was left and Montreal cuts it back. But from your viewpoint, how's that going?
You said you weren't going to ask me questions that get me in trouble. But
now we've won, James, so come on.
I think we've been on the end of some really bad refereeing decisions this season, and I think that was a bad refereeing decision, and I think we've got away with it, but I think we over the course of the season, I always say it evens itself out. I would have been livid if that was the other way, but we'll probably go and read that they are the rules of the game, because that's how it works. But yeah, I mean, it looked like it was offside to me, mate.
It certainly did. Obviously had to sit in and defend that last 20 odd minutes there. Joe Asai, if I can just talk about him for a minute, he's made a fantastic save from a Ben Adam free kick there. Just how impressed with him have you been since he's come in?
He's been brilliant, to be fair, and I hope he goes on to have a good career in the game, because I think he had a bit of a knockback in terms of a pro move coming off, and it didn't happen because he had signed for so many clubs. And he's come in and he trains well, he does the right things, he's polite, he's a nice guy, never moans, gets on with it, and I think that will stand him in good stead. He's made some big saves for us. I sort of said to you a couple of weeks ago, I feel we're a better side now than we were at the beginning of the season, and I'm not sure why we're not winning games, but I also think we're having to make more, that our keeper's keeping us in the game, but I think it's probably because we're just a little bit more gung-ho, and I think he's bowed us out a lot and allowed us to be a bit braver in the final third.
James, thank you very much for joining us. We'll have a catch-up during the week, no doubt, and thank you for 3 points on your birthday. It's much appreciated. So there we go. There's the words and thoughts of James Collins after a massive turnaround victory for Bowers and Pitsea, coming from a goal down to beat Haringey Borough by 2-1. maybe the miracle of survival is still on. Thanks for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. I've been Dean Winton at the Len Salmon Stadium, where it has finished Bowers&PitseaFC 2, Haringey Borough 1. Good night.